Right guys, so in this video I wanted to speak about something that I find to be quite important at the moment, and that's reaching your full potential. See, so many of us settle for a life that's, subpar to how we want to live it. It's not how we want to truly live, and it's just a life that's like just unfulfilling and not satisfying. The life we could be living, we settle for things that are just generally below what we could. We don't reach our max potential, and that's due to many things such as fear, being scared of stepping outside your comfort zone, and just ultimately trying, because most people in general just do not try with their lives. They wake up, live day to day, the days just blend into each other, they waste time, hours, precious time they won't get back. I think it's really important for people to realise the reality that at the end of the day, we only get one shot, and when that one shot's over, you don't get it back. As I said, you get one shot. You don't get a reboot card, you don't respawn, you don't restart when things get tough, reset the level. No, you have to work your way up to level 100, and if you don't get past level 1, that's your fault, no one else's. Moreover, see, many of us just live lives that are just so boring, and it's just, they've got no colour to them, they've just got no purpose and ambition and fuel and drive to just be better. And one of the things I credit to living a genuinely good life is having a routine. Whilst many people think having a routine is quite, constricting, like a prison, I find it to be the opposite. It's quite liberating, waking up, knowing what you're going to do with your day. Moreover, I genuinely believe with my whole heart that if people had a genuine purpose and a vision they were working towards every day, waking up, striving for it, going to bed, not being able to sleep until they get what they want, I think we'd live in a world that's just 10 times better. Most people won't reach their max potential in this lifetime. That's just a dark truth, the harsh reality you need to hear. It's down to you whether or not you're one of those people who just never becomes the best version of themselves. They live an ordinary, mediocre life that just doesn't fulfill them. They wake up in a monotonous cycle of just misery and bitterness and regret, shame knowing they didn't try hard enough back when they were younger. Ask yourself, in a couple of years to come, do you want to be full to the brim of regret, knowing you could have tried harder, but you didn't, knowing that you should have taken that risk, but you didn't, knowing you should have stepped outside your comfort zone, but you didn't? Or do you want to look back and thank yourself for genuinely trying? No one's going to choose how you live your life. It's down to you, your daily habits and decisions, choices you make on a daily basis that just compound over time. At the end of the day, it's your choice, the pain of regret or the pain of discipline. At the end of the day, why settle for a life that's below, your standards, as I spoke about earlier? You could be living a life that's 10 times better than the one you're living now. There's a guy out there or a girl who's living your dream life. I've got the dream car, the dream house, the dream physique, everything. Ask yourself, does that not annoy you that you're not that guy and there's someone else out there who's, dating your future wife and it's just the best version of you? Because the truth is, the best version of yourself is deep within you, and it's down to you whether or not you tap into that, set out a big vision daily and work towards it every day until you achieve it. And once you achieve it, it's not about stopping once you reach the peak of the mountain, it's about finding the next one to climb and summiting the rest for as long as you can. Because it's all good to make £1 million once, but it's, legendary to make it 10 times back to back. That's what separates a millionaire and a multi-millionaire. Think of your life like a game. Each level you unlock is a new upgrade you can add to your character, like XP. And the more you level up, the more you upgrade your character, the more things you can experience out of life. Because most people just live life in the most ordinary way. They wake up, they go to their 9 to 5, they come home, they watch Netflix, chill, some YouTube, social media, and they just do jack shizer, right? Whereas if you were to live your life to the full potential, go on experiences like travelling around the world, meeting new people, connecting with like-minded people like entrepreneurs and people in the fitness industry, and ultimately just fulfilling your purpose as a person to become the best version of yourself and help others to do the same. Does a life full of fulfillment not sound good to you? Or do you just want to live a life that's boring and monotonous, knowing you're not at your full potential? Because that just can't sit right with me, and I'd rather die than live an average life, which is why I make videos like this, to make my dreams come true. But it's down to you, as I said, if you make your dreams come true, or if they're just ideas that float around. When you're taking your last breaths, think to yourself, are you going to be satisfied with your life, how you lived, how you made the most of your experiences? Think about all of these people in these graves here right now. No disrespect to them, but how many of them do you think were genuinely satisfied with their lives? Another key point is focus. The world has been made in a way to rob you of your focus by, just filling everything you see with distractions, school robbing you of your time, work robbing you of your time. And the truth is, mastering your focus is the key, it's the hack, it's the cheat code to winning the game of life. The reason I'm out here right now was other kids are just playing Fortnite, just being kids. And I suppose that's not necessarily a bad thing in a way. You should live your life, and if that makes you happy, then so be it. But there's a difference between having fun and just generally wasting your life, and you need to understand where that line is so you don't go overboard. You don't want to look back at these years of your childhood and think, I spent all of my years just locked up in my bedroom grinding on my businesses. But you don't want to look back and think to yourself, I gamed too much, I partied too much. These are precious years of your life that you can use to genuinely transform you. Everyone's journey is different. All of these guys you see on Instagram, half of them are just scammers trying to sell you into some bullshit course. All I'd say though is not take your time, but to enjoy the journey, because you find true meaning not in reaching a destination, but in the journey, right? That's the point where your satisfaction and your joy are the highest, because once you get that Lamborghini, sure it's going to feel good, but after a certain amount of time it's just going to fade away. But the cars, the physique, it's all temporary, but what I like to say is the mindset is permanent. When you ask God for your dream life, he's going to test you by giving you pretty much hell, by giving you challenges. And you have to overcome those challenges. It's a sign of strength. If you allow yourself to falter and crumble under pressure, where do you expect to go? You're clearly not going to win with the type of mindset where as soon as something comes your way, you quit. You have to have that determination and that relentless pursuit to grind daily, in and out. Doesn't matter how you feel. That's what discipline is. Consistency, regardless of your emotions. In conclusion from this video, I'd just say to take action, set out a big vision, work towards it daily, start grinding for your dreams while you still can, before it's too late,